watching the Newshour agenda. I'm Padmaja Joshi. Starting with Ram Navami, over 3 days, Bengal has seen violence and stole pelting across various areas. Now, the state has instituted an SIT investigation into the Ram Navami violence, but fresh politics has flared up over the statement of the Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee about the reasons behind the violence. Blaming the BJP and the Sangh Parivar all over again for provocation, she asked, why are Ram Navami rallies being carried out over 5 days, allegedly in the presence of guns and bombs? But what really raised hackles today was her assertion that such rallies pass through Muslim areas with the sole purpose of provoking, and now the Hindus of Bengal, it is incumbent on them to be alert during Ramadan because it is their responsibility to ensure that minorities stay protected.
আর বিজেপির আমলে দেখছি দাঙ্গাবাজি, রোজার মাস চলছে, রমজান মাস চলছে, অন্নপূর্ণা পূজা চলছে। কেন বাবু রামনবমীর মিছিল 5 দিন হবে কেন? রামনবমী যেদিন হয় সেদিন তোমরা মিছিল করো, আমাদের কারো আপত্তি নেই, কিন্তু বন্দুক নিয়ে মিছিল করবে না, বোমা নিয়ে মিছিল করবে না। মিছিল করছে পারমিশন না দেওয়া সত্ত্বেও, এত রাস্তা থাকতেও ঢুকে যাচ্ছে মাইনরিটি অঞ্চলে জেনে শুনে, এবং সেখানে গিয়ে দেখেছেন আপনারা ফলের গাড়ি, রমজান মাসে তারা ফল কিনে খায়, ফলের গাড়িগুলো জ্বালিয়ে দিয়েছে, বন্দুক নিয়ে ডান্স করছে। আমি বললাম বন্দুক নিয়ে ডান্স করছো, কালকে রিসরাতেও মিছিল করার পরে করেছে। আর একটা দিন আমি অ্যাডমিনিস্ট্রেশনকে সতর্ক করব, 6 তারিখটাও মনে রাখবেন আমাদের ছেলে মেয়েরাও। 6 তারিখটা আমরা বজরংবলীকে সবাই সম্মান করি, কিন্তু ওরা যেন দাঙ্গার নামে আবার কোনো প্ল্যান করতে না পারে, এটা মাথায় রেখে দেবেন। সারা ভারতবর্ষে করছে, সবাই ধর্ম যার যার নিজের, উৎসব সবার, আনন্দ করুন। 6 তারিখটা আমি হিন্দু ভাই বোনেদের দায়িত্ব দিয়ে রাখবো, রমজান চলছে, মুসলিমদের উপর যাতে কোনো অত্যাচার না হয়, হিন্দু ভাই বোনেরা গ্রামে গ্রামে জেলায় জেলায় ওদের প্রোটেক্ট করবেন, ওদের ভালো করে রক্ষা করবেন। ওরা মাইনরিটি, ওরা যেন আমাদের কাছ থেকে বিচার পায়।
Remember, before this, the West Bengal government has squarely blamed the BJP for provoking violence, but this has been dismissed by the party as mere excuses. The main opposition party in the state now says that all these incidents and putting the blame on the BJP even before an investigation is a sign of appeasement. It's an attempt to appease Muslims in the state because Mamata Banerjee is wary of her vote bank shifting. Why? Because the recent bypoll loss in Sagar Dighi has her worried. But what is the Sagar Dighi factor and why is it being linked to the recent violent episodes in West Bengal? In the results declared at the beginning of March for the Sagar Dighi bypoll, the left-back Congress candidate Byron Biswas scripted a surprise win. He defeated Debashish Banerjee of the Trinamool Congress, ending the ruling party's winning streak in this seat since 2011. Mind you, the TMC in the last election had won this very same seat by a margin of over 50,000 votes. And what is the most important factor of this seat? That it has a 67% Muslim population. That is the reason why analysts are now taking the Sagar Dighi result as an indication that Muslim voters are sending a message to the TMC. We are not happy. And the subsequent allegation is that that is the reason why the unhappiness of the Muslim voter, why the ruling party is now giving those accused from the Muslim community in the clashes a long rope.
अभी बांग्लादेश अफगानिस्तान की हालत जैसी है, बाहर निकलने की अनुमति नहीं है, निकलेगा तो उसके ऊपर पथराव होगा, आक्रमण होगा, महिलाओं पर अत्याचार होगा। और जो सरकार है कानून व्यवस्था संभालने की उनकी क्षमता नहीं है। धीरे धीरे रसातल में जा रहा है बंगाल। आर्थिक जैसे कि भ्रष्टाचार हो रही है, उसी प्रकार प्रशासनिक भी सारा डामाडोल चल रहा है और खुद संभाले न जा रहे तो दूसरे ऊपर इशारा थोप रहे हैं।
भाजपा ने तो मोम नहीं मारा, दिखाई दे रहा है कौन पत्थर मार रहा है, और पुलिस पर हमला हुआ, पुलिस पत्थर मार रही है, ये भी वीडियो है। मुसलमानों को क्यों मार रही थी पुलिस? क्योंकि पुलिस भी खुद आक्रांत हुई ना। बाद में क्या हुआ, पुलिस के पास फोन आया, कहां से? तृणमूल के नेताओं का फोन आया। इन्वेस्टिगेशन होना चाहिए सेंट्रल एजेंसी से, स्पेशली एनआईए से होना चाहिए।
আপনারা সবাই জানেন যে সাগরদিঘি উপনির্বাচন তৃণমূল সরকার হেরে গিয়েছিল এবং সেই উপনির্বাচনের ভয় পেয়ে এবং সেখানে দেখা গেছে যে মুসলমান ভোট তারা পুরো ডিভাইড হয়ে গেছে এবং সেখানের এই যে হার, এই হারের ভয় পেয়ে মুসলমান ভোট কি করে একসাথে করা যায়, আর অন্যদিকে উনি তাদেরকে নিয়ে অ্যাপিসমেন্ট পলিটিক্সের মাধ্যমে তাদেরকে সেভ করার চেষ্টা করছেন। প্রথমেই বলে দিচ্ছেন যে রমজান মাসে এরা ভালো ছেলে থাকে, এরা কোনো খারাপ কাজ করে না।
The state BJP president, the state BJP, some leaders of BJP, they are trying to provoke the situation and create untoward incidents. You see, in the time of Holy Ramjan, that time BJP violating the norms, violating the routes, they are taking entry in the particular areas and with revolver, with swords, with provocative slogans, they are trying to damage the unity of the particular area.
This is the same party which has indulged in vandalism and destruction of public property. It is very unfortunate that the union government at the centre, during its regime, we have seen escalation of communal riots all over the country. Thus, we feel that Bharatiya Janata Party is indulging in this kind of destruction of peace and tranquility, and we condemn this, and this nobody would be spared. The strict action will be taken.
बचपन से कभी पूरा देश में कभी भी रामनवमी में ऐसा आर्म्ड जुलूस और इतना प्रोवोकेटिव जुलूस इंटेंशनली दंगा फसाद करने का मकसद में जुलूस कभी नहीं। जानबूझकर प्रोवोकेशन डालने के लिए ये सब कर रहे हैं और जानबूझकर इलीगली सोर्ड लेके, फायरआर्म्स लेके, पिस्तौल लेके ये सब जुलूस निकल रहे हैं।
The question then emerges is there a political design behind a seemingly premature clean chit given to one side in the West Bengal violence? Can this violence be blamed on the Shobha Yatra organizers alone, or is there an effort to try and provoke by carrying out these yatras even after Ram Navami celebrations are over?
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
All right, joining us on the debate, Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the BJP, Priyanka Tibrewal, state spokesperson of the BJP, Siddhabrata Das and Nilanjan Das, both political analysts. I want to start with you. Siddhabrata Das, I'm just curious because when the Chief Minister said today, Hindus must ensure there are no atrocities against Muslims, scheduled caste, scheduled tribes should be protected by Hindus, protect them in every village, every district, ensure Muslims are protected as they are minorities. Don't all citizens of the country deserve to be equally protected, whether they are Hindus, whether they are Muslims, whether they are scheduled castes, whether they are scheduled tribes, and they deserve to be protected by the state?
I would like to ask one thing. All this Navratri and Ram Navami violence that comes up in the news, which of the years it comes up? It comes up at 2017, just before the Panchayat election.
Comes up in 2018, 19. In 2020 before the Vidhan Sabha election. Last year, no news of Ram Navami violence because there was no election in West Bengal. 2 months from now, there will be Panchayat election and
Sir,
again Ram Navami comes.
In Tripura,
the truth is, please let me finish.
Because the Trinamool
Please let me
Congress
finish.
wanted to make a mark
Please
in Tripura
let me finish.
and elections
There
were
is-
around
there
the
is a-
corner.
there is-
No, hold
please-
on a
please
second.
let me
I really
finish.
want to address this
I
one
think-
issue.
think
When the
Siddhabrata
BJP is in
means me,
government,
not
you.
you.
say they
I
are
don't
responsible
think
for the
your name is
riots for what
Siddhabrata.
happened in
Please let me
Gujarat.
finish.
When the BJP is in
there was-
opposition, you are saying
Yes.
BJP is conducting the riots because they want to
yes,
come to power.
yes. Because
You can't have it both ways.
Before every election, we see this.
Then I can ask you, why did violence happen in Tripura? Was it because the Trinamool Congress wanted to win the election?
We see this.
Why did violence happen in Tripura before the election?
Before every election, last year, not a single event. Last year, not a single event because there was no election in West Bengal.
Violence, sir. The same place had violence last year. Last year there was no election.
Last year, not a single event because there was no election in West Bengal.
Last year, same place had an event.
Do your homework before coming.
Same thing. No election, no violence. Before election, there will be violence. Before election, there will be insecurities.
Okay,
there
Mr.
will be
Siddhabrata
bombs.
Das, first of
there
all,
will be
you
guns.
are way off the mark. You are way off the mark. Because even the court today has accepted.
If there is an election, BJP knows if there is an election, BJP will be losing by far.
Mr. Das, you are going on and on about factually inaccurate claim.
BJP knows that right now.
Mr. Das,
BJP is the fourth largest party in West Bengal.
Mr. Das,
they do not have any popular support in the ground.
Mr.
So
Das,
they have to manufacture violence.
So
every election we see violence. That
Mr. Das, I'm going to have to turn down your audio for a second because now you're just yelling to derail the debate. Point number one. There was violence in the same place on Ram Navami last year, so your claim about election has been completely debunked. Point number two, my question is, what does the Chief Minister mean when she says Hindus must keep the Muslims safe since they are a minority? Don't Hindus equally deserve to be safe in West Bengal? Nilanjan Das?
There was no Ram Navami violence.
So Hindus' job is to protect the Muslims. Whose job is it to protect the Hindus?
Padmaja, first, okay, let me answer you that of course all Hindus, Muslims, every citizen of India deserve to be protected, and in Bengal people are having a peaceful and tranquil environment here. But the BJP, their sole motto is to disturb our communal harmony that exists in Bengal. They have been unable to win Bengal even after spending so much money.
Sir, so again, you are not answering my question. My sole question is, what does the Chief Minister mean? Now let me quote to you her second statement. Her statement is, hold on. On the one hand, Annapurna Puja is underway. On the other hand, Muslims Ramzan is on. In Bengal, over 30% population is Muslim. Their families observe Roza. They don't do unjust work since this is a time to pray. First of all, you are already giving a clean chit saying, oh, they are observing Roza, so they can't have engaged in violence. Second, are you saying that Muslims do violence in Roza, but Hindus do violence in Ram Navami? That makes no sense.
I am sitting here at Srirampur. The incident has taken place at Rishra. No such incident took place in last year, first of all. And this time, okay, I will also show you videographic evidence how BJP goons were carrying firearms and they created this arson under the leadership of Mr. Dilip Ghosh, an MP. This is the BJP.
In Hooghly, show. Go on. Let's see the visuals.
Yes.
Let's see the evidence. Priyanka Tibrewal is showing you a video. Let her explain what she's showing. Then you also show evidence. Priyanka Tibrewal, what do you say?
This is a tweet of Abhishek Banerjee where he says that a person is carrying a gun in the rally of Howrah, at Howrah. Whereas the Vishwa Hindu Parishad, today itself, they have tweeted and they have said that this video is not from the rally in Howrah. Rather, we do not even know the source of the video, whether it is at all from Bengal.
I will send you this video.
A case of defamation should be filed.
Mr. Das, I will allow you to show the video. You don't have to worry. We are giving you the space. You show the visual. Let her finish for 30 seconds. I'm coming back to you. Yes, Priyanka Tibrewal, finish your point. It ultimately boils down to this video. Let's show the video that Priyanka Tibrewal is talking about. The one where a man was seen carrying a gun allegedly in a Ram Navami procession. That's what Abhishek Banerjee referred to. You are saying this is not real. Priyanka Tibrewal.
That is what I'm saying, that Vishwa Hindu Parishad has also tagged him and tweeted again and said that this video is not from Howrah. Rather, we don't even know whether it is at all from Bengal or not. So, why a defamation should not be filed against Abhishek Banerjee and Mamata Banerjee for spreading hatred, for maligning the Hindus of Bengal and for dividing on religious lines? Why a defamation should not be? So simple and clear. Can Abhishek Banerjee prove that this is from that rally? No, he can't. But he goes and tweets so that there is a rift, so that people think, oh my God, Hindus are doing dangas. Whereas a clean certificate has been given by Mamata Banerjee to the minority communities that, oh, they are minorities, they can't do anything wrong.
Okay, so as far as you claim that the Ram Navami procession, people came armed with guns and bombs, right now your claim has been disputed. Point number one. Point number two, you are saying nothing like this happened last year. Let me quote to you instances. Last year, Ram Navami clashes in Bankura, in Shibpur, in Shalimar. 3 instances that I can quote to you, Mr. Das. Now go on, talk about the video that you were showing, Nilanjan Das. What is your claim now?
Never has a riot taken place in Rishra or the Howrah, the place where this thing has happened.
Oh, so now you're saying, oh, in Howrah it hasn't happened, in Shivpur and Bankura it happened. All right, okay. Well, thank God it didn't happen last year. Right now, what is the image that you're showing? What is the proof you have that Dilip Ghosh was throwing bombs?
You tell me.
Show us the proof of Dilip Ghosh throwing bombs. We want to give you the platform. Show that video.
How they lie.
Padmaja, we celebrated Ram Navami on 29th March.
This is a party of hate mongers. This is a party who tries to
please,
divide and create.
Okay, one at a time. Priyanka Tibrewal, one at a time. What is your argument now?
The serial loser sitting here. I don't want to respond to her.
Show me the video.
I'm telling you, there are bikes from Jharkhand. You know, they have come into Mahesh. The BJP has brought in these goons from Jharkhand.
Sir, give evidence and arrest those people.
I have evidence.
Arrest those people.
Here. Padmaja, you don't have evidence. I'm sitting at Srirampur.
Okay, Sanju Verma, bikes were brought in from Jharkhand to attack people in West Bengal, and this was done by the BJP. Dilip Ghosh was provoking people in Hooghly. Sanju Verma.
You know, Padmaja, I have not heckled this man. I don't know who he is. He's rambling on and on and on. Please now let me make my point. You've had your say.
Okay, can we please have people speaking one at a time? Sanju Verma, yes.
Thank you, Padmaja. Padmaja, I think you made a very pertinent point. Whether VHP got permission or not, whether VHP was using a particular route or not when the riots erupted, that is not the moot point. My simple question to Mamata Banerjee and her incompetent dispensation through your channel and your show is this. Had this kind of a rioting occurred in Uttar Pradesh, people would be baying for Yogi Adityanath's blood. Had this kind of rioting happened in Haryana, people would be baying for ML Khattar's blood. Had this kind of rioting happened in Madhya Pradesh, people would be baying for Shivraj Singh Chauhan's blood. Why is it that when rioting happens in West Bengal, under the long and incompetent nose of Mamata Banerjee, we are supposed to believe that Mamata Banerjee, as the Chief Minister and as the de facto Home Minister, has nothing to do with these riots? Point number one, let me be very clear that this entire controversy has a lot to do with the fact that the Trinamool Congress recently lost the Sagar Dighi by-election, and the reason why I'm quoting the Sagar Dighi by-election is because the local vernacular media in West Bengal is agog with the fact that Trinamool was shocked that despite the Sagar Dighi population having Muslims to the tune of 63%, Mamata Banerjee still lost to the Congress left combined. And what did she say? She said the Congress left combined actually has an immoral and unholy alliance with the BJP. I mean, that could be as ridiculous as things can get. And don't forget that Mamata Banerjee has come under fire from the Muslim community because of three main issues which no one is talking of. Just recently, a couple of weeks back, Naushad Siddiqui, the student leader of Indian Secular Front, was arrested simply because he organized a rally along with his supporters in the heart of Bengal. Point number two, if you remember last year, there was the Birbhum massacre in which Trinamool Congress leader Bhadu Sheikh was arrested. I'm told in mysterious circumstances, two of Bhadu Sheikh's accomplices, Lalan Sheikh and Jehangir Sheikh, have died, and the West Bengal police has come under fire for being extremely negligent because apparently they died in police custody. And the third important reason why Mamata Banerjee is trying to appease the Muslim community is because that last year, Uneasy Calm, a very well-known student leader of Bengal, he also was murdered, and the Home Guard and the CID is hell-bent on trying to portray it as a suicide case. Uneasy Khan's case might actually go to the CBI. So Mamata Banerjee is trying to cover whatever little credibility she has left of being a messiah for the Muslim population.
Okay, respond to that. Siddhabrata Das, the straight allegation is all of this is window dressing. The issue is the by-poll loss in a seat with over 60% Muslim population.
Please tell me one thing, what is the vote percent? Now we are talking about Sagar Dighi. We can talk about all the elections which happened in the last 1.5 years. What is the vote percentage of BJP in every election we can see the vote percentage sharply declining.
Yes,
and
sure.
They are,
but
they
this
are,
is not about the BJP at all. The Muslim vote is anyway not going to go to the BJP.
Talk about any other election. Why? This is the prompt you have got from the party that only talk about Sagar Digi. I want to talk about Kolkata corporation. I would like to talk about all the corporation.
Not at all. Actually, let me quote to you, sir. Hold on a second. Let me quote to you some of the other areas in West Bengal and why this could be a factor. Let's take a look at Malda and Murshidabad.
There are a lot of other bypolls which happened.
Sir, look at Malda and Murshidabad. Do you know that in 2021, and I'm sure you know, can you hold on a second? Can we please reduce his audio for a second? In 2021, Malda and Murshidabad, which have got over 50% Muslim population, decisively the Muslim voters shifted from Congress to TMC with the result the TMC won. Now, if the Muslim vote shifts away from you, sir, won't that be a cause of worry, Siddhabrata Das?
Talk about Sagar Digi only. Because the party has told you so, that talk about Sagar Digi. Why you do not want to talk about any other election?
I'm talking about Malda and Murshidabad.
Talk about the other elections which happened. Talk about the other bypolls. What is the BJP's percentage? Every single election, BJP's vote share has decreased.
But this wasn't about the BJP. The Congress beat you. The Congress, which was nowhere in the running in the last assembly election, beat you. That is why it's a problem.
BJP is desperate to gain ground because right now, BJP comes below CPM and Congress in West Bengal. BJP's numbers are below CPM and Congress. Why only Sagar Digi? Because
Again,
the party has told you so.
No, nobody cares about the BJP in this particular debate because they weren't even in the running in Sagar Digi, sir. The fight was between the Congress and left and you. That is why it is a cause of worry. BJP at least is the second largest party. If a nobody like Congress and left in West Bengal beats you, then it's a worry. Anyhow, let Sanju Verma respond. Let Sanju Verma respond.
Make a quick rebuttal.
Quick rebuttal, yes.
Padmaja, now since the gentleman here has brought up vote shares and BJP's winnability into question, let me just quote some data for you. And I will obviously start by quoting Lok Sabha 2019 data, where the Trinamool Congress won 22 seats with a vote share of 43.3%, and close on the heels of Trinamool Congress was the BJP with 18 seats and a vote share of 40.7%. We were barely 2% lower than the Trinamool Congress. And let me tell you one more thing. Even in the 2021 elections, from 3 seats, our tally went up to 77 seats, and we saw a vote share increase of 27.81% and a seat share increase of 2,500%. From out of nowhere, from out of the blue, BJP today has converted Bengal politics into a bipolar contest, where neither the CPM nor the Congress are relevant. It is completely BJP versus Trinamool, and that is why Mamata Banerjee is unable to digest the fact that law and order under her incompetent dispensation has taken a flying jump out of the window. She will do anything to catch to the last straw, and in this case, the last straw is the Muslim vote bank, which seems to be deserting her.
The Muslim vote bank can be the last straw. That's why the nervousness.
Can I come in?
Yes, go on.
First of all, Sanju Verma just lied on national television. She said that this Lalon Sheikh, he died in police custody. He died in CBI custody. Does she know?
Bengal police custody. I am not.
No, you are lying. Again, you are lying.
No.
Again, you are lying.
No.
You don't know any facts. And let me talk about Sagar Digi.
Died under your police custody.
Let me have my say.
Under your police
Let me have my say.
Student leader Anis Khan died under your police custody.
Okay, one at a time, please. Let us have a say. Nilanjan Das, yes.
National debates without doing your homework.
You don't know any facts. That is the problem with you.
Okay.
Don't appear on.
Let's not make this into a personal slanging match. Put your facts, sir. Nilanjan Das.
Why is she interrupting me? Padmaja, let me be very clear. In Sagar Digi, what happened? Mr. Shubhendu Adhikari, the leader of opposition, he went to Sagar Digi. He had some underhand dealings with Mr. Byron Biswas. Everyone knows that. There are pictures. There are pictures. He himself has said that I will ensure that even if the BJP doesn't win, the Trinamool will not win. Someone else will win. This was said by Mr. Shubhendu Adhikari.
Okay. So you are saying this has got nothing to do with the vote bank shifting, any messaging, any political worries there for the Trinamool Congress, and the two are absolutely de-linked. Final words, Priyanka Tibrewal, because what a lot of people missed today, when a PIL was being heard by the Calcutta High Court, the acting Chief Justice said the following: Mr. AG, how can you say situation is under control when you have suspended the internet? If internet suspension is done in extreme cases like we see in northeastern states where internet is suspended for some other grave reasons, please file a report on this. Subsequently, he also said the state should have been more careful in permitting rallies in such places that witnessed violence even last year. So by the way, the acting Chief Justice said, sir, that violence happened last year. The state should have been more careful in providing security this time around. But to connect it to one stray bipole is just politics by the BJP. Priyanka Tibrewal.
Padmaja, see, the callous approach of the police administration is visible at the face. Police was standing there, and I was personally present in the rally, so I can tell you it's not hearsay. I have seen everything from my own eyes. And police was what they were doing. They were a mute spectator. They rather turned a blind eye whatever was happening. Now they are saying that it has got nothing to do with the minority appeasement. Tell me, recently Mamata Banerjee has removed the minority affair minister after the Sagardigi election. What does this indicate? She has taken the ministry in her own hands. She said that I will handle the minority front, which very well proves with her statements, and they corroborate, because she has said what? That, Muslims can't do anything. Please ensure that you protect Muslims. So where is the brunt? Who is having to bear this brunt? The Hindus. You are saying that the Hindus are Dangabaazi. You are saying that they are taking weapons in their hands and doing it. You are saying that you haven't given us the permissions. Now tell me, on Muharram, how many times have you heard Mamata Banerjee asking that how many permissions were given? So in this country, according to her, in state of West Bengal, it is only the Hindus who need permission.
Okay, so
because
even if Muharram or Ram Navami, whoever carries out a procession, if there is violence, if there is provocation, two wrongs will not make a right. But the PIL is before the Calcutta High Court. The state has been asked to furnish a report on Wednesday. For now, though, the politics and the provocation and the violence must end, and nobody can be given a premature clean chit. Just putting the facts out there. For the time being, thank you very much, both gentlemen, and Sanju Verma, Priyanka Tibrewal, for joining me. All right.